This is Formula One in 2025. We meet again for the first qualifying session of the season. We're on the streets of Albert Park in beautiful Melbourne. It is time for time lapse at the limit with 20 of the best drivers in the world.
Oh, I have a problem with the gearbox. No. I can't shift the fork.
Oliver Behrman reporting another issue in what is turning into a really testing weekend.
The field is so condensed, so even though Lawson's well down on the positions, he's only 1 second off the top time. He's 18th. It is so close, and he's finding little bits he's wide. That's going to cost him.
Yeah, it got it too much into the left, that high-speed section, and that just then, it was inevitable. And, well, he'll get to start another lap, but this lap is definitely not going to be a big improvement.
I don't know if he will start another lap because he's going to be deploying battery all the time on this one. He's wide
and off, and Liam Lawson finds the grass. He was in touching distance, but it all fell apart at turn 9. By the time that he got to the exit curb of turn 10, the chance had gone, and Lawson will fall at the first hurdle. Bortoleto winning the Formula 2 championship last year. Kimi Antonelli, multiple race winner in that championship last year, improves to 10th. Wasn't happy with his tyre temperature, but improves to 10th. Let's see what Gasly can do. This is crucial. Gasly finds a time and gets up to 8th. That's a great lap when he needed it most, and now Hadjar trying to respond. Bortoleto is the driver to drop in to the bottom 5.
Other improvements coming in, though, from so many other drivers behind where Hadjar has gone up to. That's 9th. Look at Sainz in the Williams, 10th. Hamilton's 11th, and not safe just yet either.
Are there going to be improvements? Doohan is on the brink at the moment. This would be a great time for a great lap, and that's what the home favourite has done. His father, Mick, looking on, proud of his boy, proud of that effort. Not just debut pressure, but reserve driver pressure as well. Alex Albon down to 14th right now. Bortoleto, the driver, looking for the improvement to put the pressure on anyone who can't perform. Albon gets to 7th. He's the first car to take the flag. As Hamilton goes to 6th place, can Bortoleto, on his Formula One debut, can he find anything? And can Hulkenberg use all of that speed to unlock the pace when it matters? Hulkenberg goes over the line, but only to 16th. So Sauber's hopes rest with the rookie, the Brazilian driver Gabriel Bortoleto to the line, trying to knock out Antonelli, and Bortoleto does so! He goes to 15th position, and Bortoleto means that it's Antonelli, Hulkenberg, Lawson and the Haas pair of Ocon and Oliver Behrman, who had a gearbox issue, who fall at the first hurdle. There's an improvement, Sector 1, Sector 2 for Stroll, and then the yellow flag, I believe, is Lewis Hamilton, who's gone around. Middle part of the lap, not ideal for Jack Doohan. Now, coming to the line, there is Lewis Hamilton, facing the wrong way, coming out of turn 11.
And that's going to do for Jack Doohan, who has just passed Hamilton there and was on a really decent lap. And I don't think Jack's going to be able to improve on this time. He flies past his teammate who's back right off it. Sounds like he's still got his foot in, but difficult to do that when you've got a car pointing the wrong way.
Doohan goes across the line, giving his all, improves up to 13th. That tells a tale of what could have been for him. Still fighting and looking for a way through. Isaac Hadjar, Carlos Sainz, Alex Albon. Hadjar in the drop zone at the moment. The Frenchman trying to climb into the top 10 shootout. Is this the lap to do so? No! Misses out by 0.05 of a second. It was his best lap, but it wasn't enough. Sainz currently on the bubble.
So it's only now Fernando Alonso who can improve on his time. He's out there and in the middle sector.
Albon is in 9th. Gasly is looking over his shoulder. Fernando Alonso, Pierre Gasly improving in the second sector. Let's see what he can do across the line. Alonso only gets to 12th. Frustrated as he sees the readout on the dash. There's nothing he can do now. And Gasly, currently in 10th position, has done well to progress through there, has done well to take his place in the top 10 shootout. This is the moment that brought out the yellow flags. Lewis Hamilton in 6th, and round he went.
He's aggressive on the throttle, trying to get on the gas. Short burst up to turn 12. Washed wide on the entry, running out of space, had plenty of steering lock, and I think just too much right foot for Lewis. and then you had the yellow flags, and I think Jack Doohan was the main driver that lost out there. He had done a really decent first sector. He was quicker than Gasly in Q1, but just you can't improve.
Well, we're going to go on board with Bortoleto as he went over the curb, and massive crosser there, full opposite lock, rally style, and gets away with it.
0.05 of a second between Hadjar and Q3 on debut, but he will start in 11th position. Then Alonso, Stroll, Doohan and Bortoleto with that massive moment. The 5-4 ahead of the pole position shootout. Russell has the fastest first sector. Leclerc has the fastest middle sector. Verstappen, oh, big moment there, coming through into the 14th corner for Oscar Piastri, and he was all over the road to lose time. That won't be ideal. What can Lando Norris do? He's coming through turn 14 now. Big opportunity for the two McLarens, but others are bringing the pressure behind. Norris, unsurprisingly, goes ahead of Oscar Piastri, and now we're on board with Charles Leclerc. Fastest middle sector of anyone so far. He goes to the top of the times with a roasting final sector. Nicely done for Charles Leclerc, but there's more out there to come.
Norris made a mistake as well. He's lost his lap time because he went off at turn 4, so both McLarens pushing so hard, and they're off.
Russell gets to provisional pole position. The Mercedes man hits the front. Hamilton will respond. He's in 4th, but look at who's going rapidly right now. Max Verstappen is so quick. Sector 1, Sector 2, across the line he comes, and the reigning world champion's done it by 0.02 of a second.
This is going to be Norris coming through turn 4.
Clearly over, way over. Albert Park roars for Oscar Piastri. I've never heard a crowd cheer a driver like that out of the final corner around this racetrack unless they're winning. This is just qualifying. Piastri looking for what he couldn't find last time out, for 14 perfect corners to give himself a chance of our first ever Formula One Grand Prix pole, and on home soil as well. It's looking clean, it's looking neat, it's looking tidy. But let's look to the stopwatch. Is it looking quick? It's enough. He's in the ballpark.
Yeah, he's in the mix, and he's very neatly through turn 6 as well. Now he's coming down the Lakeside Drive, building the speed, and all focus is going to be on that final sector where McLaren are good. Look at Norris.
Even quicker than Piastri through the first sector of the racetrack. Throw it into 9 and 10. Amazing speed and direction change, and nowhere near the exit curb. He's going for efficiency. Can he keep the tyres in? Will he have the grip? Norris is up by 0.03 of a second. Rotating through turn 11 goes Piastri. Just a couple of corners to go. Can he find a clean route through this time? The home favourite looking to bring the crowd to their feet. There's never been an Australian driver on pole position for the Australian Grand Prix. Can he change all of that? He can, with a monster final sector. Over to you, Lando Norris. Over to you, Max Verstappen and George Russell. Can Norris take it away? He does! By 0.08 of a second. Big pressure lap when it counted, and now Verstappen has to find a response. 2 corners to go. The reigning world champion trying to break the hearts of those dressed in papaya. Norris ahead of Piastri, 3rd place for Russell. Does Verstappen have a reply? No! It's a personal best in the final sector, but only 3rd position. Can Hamilton get on terms with his teammate who's still in the pit lane? Leclerc is not going to be the second Ferrari on the grid. Lewis Hamilton can't get past Charles Leclerc. Who's going to win? The battle of the 2 Williams cars now. Sainz gets ahead of Albon, but Albon is a few meters back. This battle between the two of them, what's it going to give us? Albon to 5th. What a fantastic lap at the last from the Thai driver who outqualifies his new teammates. It's Lando Norris who takes the opening pole of the year. Then it's Oscar Piastri, Max Verstappen, George Russell, and Yuki Tsunoda puts a racing bull 5th on the grid.
Okay, that is pole.
Not a bad way to start the year. Well done, everyone. Unbelievable car. Amazing work all winter. Thank you so much. Let's keep it up, baby.
He was on the back foot after run 1, needed a fast lap. He's beaten his teammate by less than 0.1 of a second. And it's an all papaya front row to start the year. The World Championship team on top.